Very sweet good morning to my sweet kids. Today we are going to start new fresh lesson which we can call do's and don't while we are using computer. So my dear kids, as we know that whenever we are using computer we should follow some etiquettes, and that etiquettes we are going to overlook from today's class, which are important points which we are going to learn today. That's our do's while we are using computer and don'ts while we are using computer. That all points are in this one presentation. You just be in touch of it. So first point, my dear kids, which we are going to overlook as like do's. So form a queue while going to the computer lab. As like you can see from the downside of the kids, they formed a proper queue while they are going to computer lab. Do not make noise on your way and do not push someone in front of you. And like if you are pushing someone else, so it will cause harm to their body. So we should not push anyone while we are working on computer or while we are sharing anything to anyone. So next one point is right here. We should sit correct on position while we are working on computer. Adjust your chair or height of the computer in such a way that you can feel very comfortable, you can feel very relaxed. You have to keep your back straight and you have to keep 2 feet distance from the screen. I like the same points which we had written at the screen also. Right here, don't push anyone else. You have to sit it very correct. That is part of it. Always, whenever we are sitting very in correct in position and whenever we are keeping 2 feet distance from the screen, what it will exact use of it? First point, my dear sweet kids, whenever you are sitting straight, it will not make you an back pain and it will not make you an body pain. And second point, once we are keeping 2 feet distance from the computer screen, so it will not harms to your eyes. As like you can see from the below of the screen, is all the things are measured very properly. Next point right here, again the do's, that you have to share your computer equally with your partner. Yes, here you can see that we written the same point. We have to share our computer with our partners. Why we have to share our computer with our partner? That is an important point, because nowadays we are at home, so our either for the brother, a younger brother, or elder brother or sister, they require PC, so we have to just share our computer on equal time. That they both we get an equal time space to do our work. Next point. Now we are turning for the don'ts. Don'ts are very important, my dear kids. Yeah, don't eat or drink food while you are working on computer, which it can spoil over and damage your computer. Obviously, sometimes if you're drinking a glass of milk, a glass of orange juice, so what it will happen if you just fill down that glass of juice or milk on your keyboard? So obviously it's like an electronic device, so it will cause damage. Next point right here, do not use the computer for more than 1 hour. You have to take a short break while you are using it. You have to take short break and you can go outside and you can enjoy the realistic games what we are playing at our home. Next point right here, do not pull wires or bang keyboard, that it will just cause totally destroyed laptops or PC or your PCs. Come different types of keyboard or mouse or visualizers, it will get damaged if you're banging on it. There's no need to bang on your keyboard wires, visualizers wires, mouse wires, or anything else. You should not touch it. Why we should not touch? If you just touch that cable, so sometimes that cables are having an electricity, so you can get cause damage from your body sides. So we should not touch our electric wires with our hands. You have to take permission of your parents, then only it get possible for you. Next point, do not play music at a high volume. And like the same points we also written at the screen also. We should not play a louder music. Why we should not play a louder music? It can disturb to others. It can get disturbed to others whenever you are working on it. Next is the last point. We are just concluding on. Thank you. So what we learned, my dear sweet kids, today? We started from do's, okay, where it's having forming a queue. Don't push a person in front of you. Don't rush inside the computer lab. Sit correctly. Keep your back straight and share your computer properly and equally with our brother, sister, with our friends. Next point, do not eat or drink food. Let me show you from the screen also. Yes, which are the don'ts? Let me show you. Yes, don'ts as like we learned from it, don't eat or drink nearby a computer. It can spoil over and damage to your computer. Next, do not use computer much more than 1 hour or take short break. Next one part, don't pull your wires which are attached to your laptop, keyboard, mouse or PC. It will cause an electric shock. And don't play in high volume. It will get disturbed to others. As like note down today's homework, my sweet kids. We are having today's homework that we have to list the do's and don'ts on our notebook. That is our today's homework, my sweet kid. I am repeating once again. List the do's and don'ts in our notebook. And which are our learning outcomes today? We learned that which thing we have to follow while we are using computer or while we are in computer lab. Thank you, my sweet kids. Have a sweet day. Bye, my dear kids.